Get ready for Buzz TV Adventure, exploring and discovering exciting destinations. I'm Jeff Vogel for Vero Buzz TV Adventure. We are indeed on another great adventure. We're at Skydive Sebastian, in the heart of Sebastian, just off Roseland Road. You have heard of them. You may have seen some of the parachuters floating down to Earth as they enjoy a spectacular view of the Indian River Lagoon. Today, we're going to find out some more. So strap on your parachutes and let's go on into Skydive Sebastian. Come on, let's go. We are inside at Sebastian's Skydive Sebastian, and Amanda Smalley is here, and Lucas Marcus. Lucas. Do people get your name backwards and forwards?
Every now and then. That's what happens when you have two first names.
Yeah. Amanda, we are at
Skydive Sebastian.
Yeah. So what goes on here?
We jump out of aircraft, perfectly good airplanes, everyone says, but we're just practicing aircraft emergency procedures. Having fun.
Why do people do this?
It's a life-changing experience just to show that they can, and then they realize how much fun it is, and that it's really not as dangerous as everyone makes it seem.
Marcus Lucas is an instructor, and what got you involved in this sort of thing?
I was here at 8 o'clock in the morning, my 18th birthday. As soon as I was legally able to jump out of an airplane, I was here. So did about 4 tandems, and then learned to skydive. My brother was an instructor, so I've been around it for years, and never looked back. So it's brought me all over the world. Great experiences, really great people. Can't go wrong.
Have you skydived from all over the world?
A good amount of places. I want to say all over the world, but yeah, decent amount.
How many places?
Oh man.
So many.
6 or 8 countries. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. All right. So what makes Sebastian a special place to jump out of a plane at?
I think it's definitely people come for the view. The view is absolutely breathtaking. We're on the Florida coastline. So we have views of the ocean, the coastline, and the inlet. We have beach jumps. The atmosphere here is great. The people are great. It's a fun family atmosphere.
That's what I noticed when I first walked in, was that, I mean, it's casual, serious, but casual. And people seem to be relaxed and waiting to go up, and some just coming down, and everyone does seem to just be enjoying themselves. That's kind of how it works here every day?
It is. That's every day.
What is involved in teaching someone? Because it's not just jumping out, you also teach classes here, yes?
Correct. We do the tandem, which is a great way to try it for the first time because they are attached to an experienced, highly qualified professional.
What makes you qualified?
Lots of training, years of doing it, experience from that. Okay. Learning along the way, never stop learning. 6,000 jumps and above. I mean,
is there any kind of legal requirements of any kind to be an instructor?
You go through training courses, right? So you don't just strap on a rig, take someone skydiving. Obviously, you go through several days of, depending on what you're doing, many jumps that you're going to be learning along the way with instructor examiners, so someone that's actually training you to be an instructor. Right. So you don't just throw on a rig and go take someone else skydiving. So.
If someone does the tandem jump first, and then they get the bug, like Marcus has. Marcus, yes, like Marcus got it, and then they want to start to learn themselves. What do they have to do?
We offer a schooling, and it takes a minimum of 8 jumps. They would go through a ground school training, which is about a 6 to 8 hour course, demonstrating different skills, learning about all the equipment, the emergency procedures, the body positions, and landing patterns. And then they go up and make their first skydive with 2 instructors assisting them in free fall and making sure they do the learning objectives and pull the parachute. And then they help assist them with landing with the use of a one-way radio. So that's just the first skydive. There are 8 jumps then in succession in order to get off a student status to do their first solo without an instructor in the air with them.
Well, you say to get away from the student status. Again, I mean, what prevents anyone from just walking in and saying, I want to jump?
They have to have a USPA membership rating, which is the United States Parachute Association, and that has different license requirements. And that's honored all over. So
somebody made up some rules about this,
correct.
Right?
The FAA works with the United States Parachute Association, and they came up with quite a few.
Since 1951, Globe Life and Accident Insurance Company has been providing families with life insurance protection. $1 covers the first month of coverage, whether you choose from $5,000 up to $100,000 of coverage. First day coverage means no waiting periods. Easy to buy, no medical exam, no risk 30-day money-back guarantee. Up to $150,000 of accidental death coverage can be added to your policy. Globe Life makes buying life insurance easy.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday for all of your furniture needs.
What's the most fun about this job?
Ooh, it's not a normal job. This is my 9 to 5, so sitting in an airplane and jumping out really isn't that bad, to be honest with you. For me, probably getting paid to swoop all day long, so getting paid to fly my parachute and have a good time in the process of it. So.
You come across people from all over the world that have come to Sebastian, and you have some really big events every once in a while, don't you?
Absolutely.
Like what?
Invasion's probably our largest event at the end of the year. I mean, we'll have 4 to 5 different aircraft running all day long, well organized, which is kind of interesting to sit back and watch sometimes. That's not my job, luckily. And almost 1,000 people from all over the country, all over the world, every walk of life, different disciplines, organizers from all over the world. I mean, it's a very large event. So at the end of the day, I mean, we have good events. There's parties, there's food, there's barbecues, there's all this kind of stuff. So that's probably the largest event we have, and it gets awesome. It's the only way I can really describe that one.
You can't help but notice when you pull in the driveway that there's campers out there by the road. What's that all about?
For the people that are licensed and come up to jump for fun, if they come from Lauderdale, or a lot of them work on yachts and stuff like that, so they are transients. They come in for the weekend at a time. They own the campers, so that way they have an AC place to stay. It's camping without being in the tent, especially in the Florida heat. So
I saw a couple tents also, though.
Some people
Brave ones.
are brave, yes.
Yeah.
They are, but it makes it easy for them to come up and jump on a regular basis then.
Wow. So it's kind of like a timeshare sort of thing, or it's their campers, right?
It is their campers, and then they have say of who can stay there, and typically they're quite a few people, friends and stuff will stay there, and it allows them to stay for the whole weekend and just have fun.
Now, Amanda, have you met lots of new friends working here?
Absolutely.
From where?
All over the world, I'd say. We had a great Tiger parachute team that came from Germany. We've had quite a few people come from the UK, Switzerland, Norway, Canada, just from all over the world. It's amazing the people that you meet, and of course all over the United States.
Now, what is your official position here?
I'm the drop zone manager.
All right. As the manager, you must realize that you're having an economic impact on Indian River County. Yeah?
I've heard that a time or two.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. What do people do when they leave here? They go relax and enjoy themselves in the town of Sebastian, yeah?
They do, and it's great because Sebastian, of course, being a waterfront community, there are things such as the flyboard, so they can go over to the water and use the jets on the water. They can go kayaking, paddleboarding, stay at Captain Hiram's, Best Western, eat along the riverfront because there are so many restaurants and variety of food, and so it's a great place that people aren't familiar with to travel to and come out and experience and have a day or a weekend trip.
Marcus, you are an experienced. Let's stop one moment here because I want to ask again. Who is this gentleman? Harry, he's disappeared again. All right. Well, there is a bearded gentleman back there, and when he comes back, we want to find out who he is. Okay, and you're going to tell us. But I was just about to ask you. You're experienced. What can go wrong?
Ooh, you could not have a good time, which doesn't happen very often.
Okay. All right.
I mean, malfunctions are a possibility of the main parachute, but we never just jump with one. We always jump with 2. So we have a main and reserve parachute. Main parachute's packed by experienced parachute packers that are under the supervision of FAA certified rigger. Our reserve parachutes are packed by an FAA certified rigger that takes about an hour to pack from start to finish, from inspection to completion to everything of that. So we always have a backup chute either way. What could go wrong? I mean, there's malfunctions that are a possibility. I've had a few along the years, but nothing that's ever been a major deal, and I've always landed safely and come back for more.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much. But at ICANN, we work for you. We shop all the private and government plans available, dozens of plans, to find the plan that best suits you and your family's needs at historically low prices.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. It takes the mystery out of comparison price shopping for prescription medicine, giving you the power to instantly find the pharmacy with the lowest price and save possibly hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single year. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
Please call 800-345-7585.
Watch Chamber Buzz at 6 and 10 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays on VeroBuzzTV.com. He reappeared. Now, who is this man behind us?
This is Bill Booth. He was one of the inventors of the tandem parachute system, which is where two people go out and skydive together, such as on that TV screen.
And he's gone. That's all right. That's all right. So tandem jumping really changed the sport of parachuting, didn't it?
Absolutely. It allowed anyone, just about anyone, to get into the sky and to the air safely without having to go through a large amount of training and all that maybe would scare some people off. It takes a certain amount of the responsibility away from you if you in that mentality for you and gives it to us. But at the same time, I mean, you're still going to have a great ride. You're going to have a great skydive. You have a great time. You still learn a lot along the way. And I mean, it's a little easier step into it. And then if you catch that bug and you're really ready to go, then we have right after that to learn from AFF and to teach you onward.
Take us through the steps of a person arrives here and they're going to do a tandem jump. What do they do first?
They come check in the office and they fill out all the paperwork. And then from there we have them pay for their skydive, and then they meet with their instructors about 15 minutes or so prior to their skydive and learn the basic body positions.
All right. As an instructor, what do you tell first-time tandem jumpers?
Relax. Yeah, that would be the main one. Yeah. We give a basic briefing. So, I mean, we go through when we're going to gear them up. Obviously, we've done this many, many times, putting harnesses on. Then we go through everything from how we're going to get to the airplane, climbing in the airplane, watching your head, ride the altitude, it's being seatbelted in the aircraft, and then what we need from them. So mostly it's us doing the work, but we do need a couple things from the passengers as well. It's all very basic, very easy stuff to do and very easy to teach, especially for the beginning. And then we'll talk about landing underneath the parachute and under canopy, depending on how it's going. We'll let them fly the parachute a bit as well, so you get a real feel for what you're actually doing.
You take safety very seriously. I noticed a sign out here that alerting people that propellers chop off heads. How serious is this to you in terms of safety?
It's our livelihood, so it's extremely safe. We don't want people running out onto the taxiway or anything like that, or running out in the parachutes to cause more moving obstacles for someone to come in under a parachute. We like the basically organized chaos, I guess you can say at times. So, and we just like the landing area free and clear, so that way it's as safe of an atmosphere as possible. Yeah.
Does the city of Sebastian like this kind of activity going on?
They love it. They are so supportive. It's been amazing. So we're really, really thrilled and really pleased and fortunate to have such a wonderful city that backs us.
Yeah. For anyone who has never been here before, you're in the west entrance to the airport, which is on Roseland Road. And are people welcome to come in and get more information?
Absolutely. We have a restaurant up there, and on the deck, it's an observation deck. So spectators are more than welcome to come out, watch the parachutes. They don't even have to try it. They can come out just with their families. They bring a picnic lunch, bring their kids, and just enjoy this rare opportunity to see it, because it's not all over the place. I mean, the locations are pretty spread out.
That's a nice way to spend an afternoon, maybe sitting out on the deck here. Yeah,
it is, absolutely. Yeah.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Join Marsha Littlejohn nightly at 5 and 9 on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics.
in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach. What kind of planes do you fly up there, and what's the whole procedure from takeoff? How long up and down? What does the whole thing take?
So pretty much start to finish, you're looking from the second we get in the airplane to when we're landing, you're looking at about 20-25 minutes, depending on the aircraft we're running, how many people are on it, all that kind of stuff. We run multiple different aircraft depending on the time of year. Right now we have a PAC 750, we have a Cessna Caravan as one of our main ones, de Havilland Twin Otters we run. Those are our favorite aircraft, nice and big, nice and fast. We get up and down a lot quicker and have a lot more fun in the process, do it more often during the day. And so start to finish, it's 25 minutes. It's not that big of a deal. So
the trip down, how high do you go, and how far do you fall before you pull the chutes?
Yeah. So we get out at 13,500 feet. For a tandem skydive, we pull about 5,500 feet. If you're learning, and even if you're learning to do AFF for your first skydive, still 5,500 feet. You get about a minute of free fall and 3 to 5 minutes underneath the parachute, depending how much fun you want to have underneath the parachute. We can take it nice and easy, cruise down, take a look at the view. Or we can do a lot of spins and spirals and have a great time as well. It just totally depends whatever the person would like to do for the first one, especially on a tandem. Start to finish, really depends, 5 to 7 minutes. Yep. And then a nice landing right out in front, right in front of your family that would be standing out front watching this.
The reality is it actually can last a lifetime, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. You'll never forget your first one. Yeah. That I can know for a fact. I still have.
Cameraman Alex is going to be going up today and jumping, tandem jump, and I took his wallet from him. A good idea for people not to take their wallets up with them?
I want to take anything you don't want to lose, basically. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. You'll be all right with that.
All right. What have we left out here? What else do people need to know about Skydive Sebastian?
Oh, wow. Pretty much covered the view, the beach jumps, night jumps.
Yeah. This is a major attraction primarily because of the view, right?
It is, yes. It was rated one of the third best views in the world, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And again, people come here from all over the world to get that experience, right?
Mm-hmm. To get that experience, to learn to skydive, to take the training courses. So we have quite a few people coming from Germany and Netherlands and just from all over the world. You name it.
Alex is going to he's going to shut off the camera here. I'm going to take over the camera, and I'm staying on the ground, but I'll get him coming down. And in the meantime, you offer video services for people when they're jumping, yeah?
We do. So we offer different packages. We offer the handycam photos. We offer a handycam video, and then we also offer an outside third-person videographer, which we're going to send up with Alex to capture that experience.
And the third-person videographer, he has a shoot also, I hope.
He absolutely does, yep. Okay. Right. Marcus will be actually his videographer on this jump.
All right. So what are you going to tell Alex as he gets ready for this today?
Smile, keep your head up, look at me. Enjoy, look at the cameras, enjoy the view under canopy and in free fall. Grab onto his hand a little bit, do a couple spins, and have a good time.
All right, good
deal.
There you go. Thank you both very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
$1 is all it takes to start up to $100,000 of life insurance protection. That's right, $1 can provide up to $100,000 of much-needed financial support for your remaining loved ones. Since 1951, Globe Life and Accident Insurance Company has been providing families with life insurance protection. $1 covers the first month of coverage, whether you choose from $5,000 up to $100,000 of coverage. Globe Life coverage offers these benefits. First day coverage means no waiting periods. Easy to buy, no medical exam. No risk 30-day money-back guarantee. Up to $150,000 of accidental death coverage can be added to your policy. Globe Life makes buying life insurance easy. Maybe that's why millions of people have Globe Life coverage. Call the number on the screen now for complete information by return mail or to speak with one of our licensed representatives.
See Arts in Depth with Barbara Hoffman, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 and 10 p.m. Welcome back to our Vero Buzz TV adventure here at Skydive Sebastian. Alex, our cameraman, is getting suited up and ready to go up for his first tandem jump. So let's take a look at the activity as he gets ready to take his first dive from Skydive Sebastian.
You're going to turn and face the wall and then put your feet into the loops. All right? There you go. Yep. Perfect. Now help those up over your thighs. There we go. And then reach back. Great. Let's talk about our skydive a little bit. When we load the aircraft, I'm going to get on the airplane first. You're going to follow me up the ladder. I'm going to move all the way up towards the pilot, and then I'm going to turn around, face the rear of the aircraft, and then I'm going to straddle the bench seat, facing the rear. You're going to follow behind me, do the same thing, face the rear of the aircraft, straddle the bench, sit down right in front of me. That way I can put a safety belt through your harness, and I can connect these lower connection points to our parachute. All right? Then we're good for takeoff. Once we take off, we'll get up to about 1,000 feet. I'm going to take off the safety belt, but I'm going to leave these straps connected. We're going to be connected together to the parachute from the time we leave the ground to the time we come back down to the ground. All right? Once we get to about 5,000 feet, I'm going to make some minor adjustments to your harness. Just make it a little bit more snug so it's not falling off your shoulders. When we get up to 10,000 feet, I'm going to tighten these down as tight as I can get them. Once I get those tight, I'm going to hand you a set of goggles. I have them right here. I'm going to pin them to these hooks for now. Once I hand you your goggles, I just want you to hang on to them. I don't want you to put them on yet because we still have about 3,000 feet more to go. All right? Once I hand you the goggles, I'll hook those top hooks. Top hooks are done. We're ready to get out of the airplane. We're going to wait till the door opens at about 13,500 feet. Once the yellow light comes on, that's a signal for the jumpers to open the door. That's when I want you to put the goggles on. I'll cinch them down for you, make them nice and snug so they don't fly off. And then as soon as the green light comes on, jumpers are going to start getting out of the aircraft. Once that starts happening, we're going to slide on our butts towards the door. And then I'm going to have you put your thumbs through these two loops right here with your elbows tied against your sides, just like that. I'll move us into the door. We're going to sit in the door with our feet hanging outside the aircraft. I want you to hook your heels up underneath the aircraft just to get them up out of the way. And then you're going to put your head on my left shoulder. All right? Once your head's on my left shoulder, ready, set, go, we get out of the airplane. As soon as you feel the airplane leaving, you're going to go from the seated position here to hips forward, knees back, just like this, like you're trying to kick the bottom of the parachute with your heels. All right? That just makes us nice and aerodynamic for free fall. I'm going to give you a couple of options. We can, when we get out of the aircraft, we can turn towards the nose of the aircraft into the relative wind coming from the front, from the nose, and then the wind will hit us on our chest, and we'll kind of slide down as we pick up speed towards the earth until we're belly to earth in a free fall position. All right. Option number 2 is we turn and face the tail of the aircraft. Relative wind hits us on our backs, and we do a backflip over until we're belly to earth. Which one would you prefer to do?
I'd like to go with the second one.
The second one? All right. So the exit body position is identical for you. You're going to have your head on my left shoulder, looking over your left shoulder at the airplane as it leaves us. All right. Second thing is I want you heels back, trying to kick the bottom of the parachute so that we're nice and aerodynamic. If you look down at your feet, like 99% of everybody that gets out of the airplane for the first time, if you look down at the ground, you're causing wind resistance. We're trying to go this direction, the wind's pushing you on your head this way. All right? Second thing is if you get out of the airplane and you forget to put your knees, hips forward, knees back, we're adding wind resistance against the tops of our thighs. All right?
Okay, got it.
And what that does is it just inhibits our back flip, and then we're on our backs, we can't roll over. All right?
Okay.
It's not dangerous, it's just we have to roll to the side instead of doing a perfect back flip. Okay?
Got it.
So once we're belly to earth, I'm going to tap you on the shoulders. When I tap you on the shoulders, you can let go of your harness, put your hands out in free fall, elbows bent at about 90 degrees. And then look up. Our cameraman's going to fly around in front of us, and then smile, make goofy faces, peace sign, thumbs up, whatever you want to do. We're going to do some turns. If he sticks out a hand, go ahead and grab his hand. If he sticks out his foot, go ahead and grab his toes. And then we'll free fall for about 50 seconds, take in all the scenery. All the good scenery is out on the horizon. If you look straight down, the scenery never changes. All right?
Okay, great.
After about 50 seconds of free fall, we're going to deploy the parachute. You'll feel a little bit of jostling, and then whoosh, the parachute will come open. Once that happens, I'll get you situated in the harness, make you nice and comfortable, and then I'm going to hand you the toggles, give you a quick little class on steering the parachute. We'll steer back to the drop zone, and then at about 2,000 feet, I'll take the toggles away from you, and I'll bring us in for our landing. Sound good?
I'm ready.
Any questions?
No questions.
A lot of information, right?
A lot of it.
All right, we're going to talk about it a few more times in the airplane on the way up to altitude, and I'll give you little cues right before we need to do things like head on my shoulder, elbows tight against your sides, feet under the plane, and hips forward, knees back. All right? Sound good?
Sound good.
All right.
See you there.
Freddie Wilfrick and Gregory Simpson invite you to Spotlight, Indian River, weeknights at 6:30 and 10:30.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach in Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday for all of your furniture needs.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
What's going on, Alex?
Not much, buddy. Tell me. I'm ready to go and jump.
About to go skydiving. First time you done this?
First time.
What's the occasion?
The occasion is basically what we're doing is adventure here. We used to be working for Boss TV network. So I want everybody knows what is the Sebastian Skydive located, saying this is fun for everybody. So,
That's it, man.
That's it.
It's gonna be fun for you too, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, buddy. You ready to go?
We're ready to go.
All right, then we'll have a great skydive, and we'll see you soon. Enjoy. Great skydive, man. Have a good time. Nice job. Did you have a good time? Right, man. Nice job. Welcome back to Earth. Welcome to skydiving.